Welcome to the channel. We're going to show you two more Crass records unboxed. So here we are again. Thanks for clicking the vid. So I'm showing you the latest in the Crass singles that are being reissued. These are just like the 7 inches were back in the day. This one is Barbed Wire Halo by Annie Anxiety. Okay, and this was the... Now this is actually one that I don't remember. I don't remember this one. Lyrics, vocals, Annie Anxiety. Backing, production, Penny Rimbaud. Engineered by John Loader. Pictures by Eve Libertine. Recorded at Southern Studios, April 1981. So that's quite an unusual thing. So let's have a look at the vinyl. So remember, this was released as a 7 inch back in 1981. So Barbed Wire Halo, Hello Horror. And unlike some of the other Crass reissues, it doesn't have a fold out sleeve, it just has this insert. Okay, now you can get this from One Little Independent Records. Let's see if I can give you some information on it. New York City musical maverick and performance artist Annie Anxiety, aka Little Annie, aka Annie Bandes, began her illustrious career, including work with Adrian Sherwood and Lee Scratch Perry. With Crass, they released the first solo single, along Barbed Wire Halo, alongside Cyanide Tears. She tells us, here we go. She tells us, when creating this single with Penny, I hadn't heard the word avant-garde, nor could I spell it. I only got explained concretism via an interview I did in Berlin regarding some of my work 3 years ago. My father was a printer, so I grew up with the sound of printing press and subway train beats, and always heard melodies and cross rhythms within those beats. I was just making dance music, disco tunes to my mind, and Penn heard those same tunes I was hearing. My first recording, in retrospect, I guess, was pretty out there at its release, but to us it was dance floor for a club yet to be invented one day. Penny explains, Annie Anxiety is a total enigma, a passionate voice in the wilderness of consensual reason. Okay, so this is the item. Crass Records 2022. Available now. I'll put a link in the description and you'll be able to get this. I would imagine all of these reissues are limited. I don't think they're going to be around forever. So if you want to complete your collection, there it is. Remastered by Alex Gordon at Abbey Road Studios, as close as possible to the sound of the original release as it was in the beginning. Okay, let's pop that back in its sleeve. Pop it in properly. Pop it in that way, sorry. There we go. So there we go. Barbed Wire Halo, Annie Anxiety. 2x2 and back again. Okay, so that's that one. Let's have a look at the second one, which is Flux of Pink Indians, New Smell. Okay, so let's pop this out. Okay, now this is the typical Crass single, which had the pullouts. Let's have a look. Now, Flux of Pink Indians were originally called the Epileptics, I believe, and they changed their name. Okay, so there we go, we've got early picture of the band. Okay, and then let's show you the poster, and I'll try and show you the size. So there we go, can you see that? Vicarious Living, there we go. And look, just to give you an idea how big it is, that's my hand. Okay, so there we go, and let's have a look at the other side. So the track listing for this one, does it say here, let me just find. The track listing for this one is New Smell, Tube Disaster, Poem, Sick Butchers, and Background of Malfunction. Okay, let's have a look at the actual vinyl itself. Here we go. Slide it out. So, Flux of Pink Indians. Let's read what the... All animals are equal there. On the B side. Oh, but some are more equal than others. Okay, so there's that one. Once again, this is going to be, I imagine, a limited release. Crass Records are releasing all the early 7-inch singles from back in the day as 12-inch collector's items, which is lovely. Let me just pop this back in its sleeve. Put it back in its sleeve. Keep it safe. There we go. So there's those two. Let me tell you a little bit more about Flux of Pink Indians. So they were anarcho-punk active from 1980 to 86. They signed to Crass Records and this was their debut EP, New Smell. Pulsating beats and grinding guitar chords underpin a vicious takedown. Penny says, punk as it should be, but very often wasn't. Flux assaulted the airwaves with intelligent humour, which more often than not was missing from other protagonists of the genre. Grim as it might have been, New Smell must rate as one of the true gems of its time. So, there we go. Flux and Pink Indians. Crass Records on One Little Independent, as is Barbed Wire Halo by Annie Anxiety. If you're interested, if this is the first time seeing the channel, I've got lots of other musical gems on offer.
Gazer again. No, only him.
There's some other punk stuff. I'll put a couple of links in the description. This is a passion project for me. It's not my main job. If you enjoy this, please like, comment, subscribe, share the show with your friends, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for clicking the vid.